Hello, hello, Karen Brown here, and welcome to Hero Art's Video Hop. Okay, let's get started die cutting.
This is the card that we're going to create today. It's a vibrant floral card using bold colors, layered die cuts, and a little bit of creative fun. And it's both eye-catching and easy to make. My vision for this card was to have a meadow green background that would act as the leaves and foliage. I used dove white, papaya, nautical, coral, and peony Hero Hues cardstock for my florals. So let's start die cutting. I like to use a desktop die cutter for this type of project. For my first pass through, I cut white and nautical blooms, which are so fresh and lovely for spring. And I love the high contrast. These dies cut beautifully. Now here's a question: to tape or not to tape? It is definitely faster not to tape. But I'll admit, I usually use Best Ever Craft tape because I hate to recut when the dies shift. So are you a taper, or do you die cut without tape? Before we get too far along, I wanted to mention the two die sets I'm using, the small and large floral layering dies. So here the fun starts. These dies are incredibly versatile, offering a mix of intricate floral designs that layer beautifully to create dimension and texture. The combination of the small and large dies allows me to build a dynamic floral arrangement that feels lush and full of life. These layering dies can be used separately, but I love using them together. So I start to plan my color combinations. On this card, I don't want subtle. I want high contrast. I play with the florals until I find a look that I like. There are endless combinations with these layering dies, so you have lots of freedom for your layout. Here is a rough draft of my card layout. So now it's time to think about assembling my card. I like to use foam squares for my flowers. By the way, I have a corresponding blog post that you can find at kennyscards.com. I also have product links in this video's description. I love all the detail on these floral die cuts. So I use liquid glue so I have time to wiggle my die cuts into the best position. I do like Hero Art's precision glue, so that's what I'm using today. I'm a big fan of floral cards. I think I might be unusual because I'd rather make a floral card than make a flower arrangement. It's time to think about sentiments. I'm using the Lovely Flowers Stamp and Die Bundle. I use my stamp positioner to stamp my sentiment in black ink. And then I use the corresponding die. The sentiment I chose says, "Have a lovely day." That looks really good. My flowers are assembled, but we still need to add them to my background. I do like this arrangement. I have big blooms anchoring the card, and then I fill in some of the green space with smaller flowers. As a reminder, I'm working with two Hero Arts die sets, the small and large floral layering fancy dies from the just released Friendship Blossoms collection. My video is part of a fun Hero Arts video hop, so be sure to check out the other amazing creators and their beautiful projects. So I'm using foam squares, and then I add a smiggle of glue so I can micro-position my die cuts. I'm still happy with how this card is turning out. I love the bold color palette and the striking die cut flowers. I'm sure that you've noticed that many of my blooms hang off the edge of my card. This is the look I was going for. Now I'm going to trim off the overhang. I find the easiest way to do this is to flip the card over and then use a large pair of scissors. I'm using Spellbinder's 9-inch Pro Shears. All right, that looks pretty good. Almost done, so let's add our sentiment. This card is ready to send. I hope you found some inspiration today. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you. Hit the subscribe button below. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.